Society certified dog breeds. Finding the right dog to fit your lifestyle can be difficult, so every week we highlight a particular breed, and today, Perry, we're featuring the Pekingese.
Ashley, one of the most ancient breeds in the world. This dog comes from China. They get their name from the ancient capital of China, Peking. They are also affectionately called the lion dog because if you've ever seen the lions that kind of are on the sides of Chinese temples, it's kind of a fictitious lion dog. That's what these dogs kind of look like. So they were called the lion dog also. They were bred exclusively for being lap dogs and companion dogs of royalty. And in fact, for many, many centuries, only members of the Chinese imperial palace were allowed to have these dogs. They made their way to the Western world at the turn of the 20th century, and here they are now. They are great little guys. And the interesting fact about these guys is, like I said, ancient breed, one of the most ancient. They are the least divergent breed from the ancestor of the wolf. That's right, folks. This is the most closely related dog there is to the wolf, right here, the Pekingese. This little guy right here, Bosley, suffered from severe neglect, and I think that's why his eye is missing, as you see right now. But he has recovered. He is very, very affectionate. He is a great specimen of the Pekingese. He loves food, and I understand, Ashley, that he was hanging out in your office eating pizza a lot. Oh. So he does like pizza, but, you know, that's probably not his basic diet he should have. You should probably give him some really healthy kibble. But here he is, and he is a wonderful Pekingese. If you're going to come down and see him, you have to go to our Sunny Slope facility and specifically ask to see him. He may not be on the adoption floor, so ask for Bosley.
It was just a little piece of pizza, Harry. Well, the Arizona Humane Society is teaming up with PetSmart Charities to offer discounted spay-neuter services throughout the month of June, and you can have your puppy or kitten under 6 months of age fixed for just $20. This amazing special is available at both of our low-cost veterinary clinics. You can call the number on your screen and mention Precious Not Parents promotion when you make your appointment. Now, Max is a gorgeous shepherd who was neglected by his previous owner and left in the yard without food, water, or shelter. Max could have suffered a devastating fate had our emergency animal medical technicians not rescued him before temperatures reached the triple digits. And now he's looking for a new home. Lisa, it's going to be a hot weekend. Give our viewers who maybe have an outdoor dog at home some tips on keeping their pup cool in this summer heat.
Okay, we will do that. Max, unfortunately, was left out in his backyard, abandoned, out in the heat. And as you can see, he's got some healing to do from that, but he will do that in his new home, no problem. What we recommend for animals is obviously keep them in the house, especially with the excessive heat warnings. Indoor pets don't have those problems. If you must have your dog outdoors, don't ever use a metal water dish for water. Obviously, the metal heats up, and then the dogs can't drink hot water, and they won't drink hot water, so they become dehydrated. Use a plastic-type container. Here's a couple here, a big bucket. If you have a large dog like Max, a bucket like this works fine. Make it weighted so that it doesn't get dumped over, and then they have no water left. Or if you have a smaller dog, a plastic container such as this, a self-watering, make sure that it's clean, and that some tips are you can freeze a big block of water, and then before you leave, put a big block of ice in the bucket to keep it cool. It is a law to keep to have your dogs have access to shade all the time. So that's not just when you leave in the morning, the sun moves, and we don't want your dog left out in the heat. So make sure that they have shade at all times. You can set your sprinklers to go on in the middle of the day to cool them down. Right behind Max here is a baby pool. You can fill that up. Make sure that the water is clean. They can both drink it and cool down in it. But most importantly, don't ever tether your dog. Don't ever tie your dog out where they get stuck in the sun. It is now a law that you cannot tether your dog. So if you're thinking about keeping your dogs in, that's probably just the best idea. So if you're thinking about Max, come on down and meet him, 5-year-old German Shepherd.
We're home today. Additionally, you never want to leave your pet in a car during the summer. If it's 100 degrees outside, temperatures inside your car can reach 140 degrees in minutes. If you see a pet that's in a car this summer, check to see if the car is running, look for water, make sure the dog is alert. call 911 and then notify the business or security of the situation. Of course, stay with the vehicle until help arrives. Now, today is National Hug Your Cat Day. If you're looking for a way to celebrate, consider visiting these 3 love bugs at our shelter. Linda, they just love to be cuddled and have great purrs to go along with it.
Yes, Ashley. Actually, these 3 were found in a box outside of a business office, and a Good Samaritan heard the babies crying and picked up the box and actually took them home and took care of them for a few weeks, and then they brought them over to the Humane Society. And thank you to that save these little guys. This is Ellie. She's the sister. She is a lynx point. And then we've got brothers Stewie and Farley, and they're the gray tabbies of the family. And I always say, you know, one is always easy. 2 is even better because they keep each other company. And if things get out of hand, you got a third to be the referee. So take all 3 of these guys home. They're 9 weeks old. Again, we've got Ellie, Farley, and Stewie. And they are just 3 of so many of our kittens and cats that are at our shelters, Compassion Campus, and on our Terra and Biltmore facilities. So come on down and take a kitten or 3 home.
Well, our medical staff treats everything from lacerations to orthopedic cases, and Perry Cricket made a speedy recovery in our Second Chance Animal Trauma Center.
Right, Ashley, and this poor doggie's life consisted of living under a dumpster in a parking lot, and was found by somebody and brought to us, and extremely dehydrated, very thin, and suffering from Demodex mange, which lots of dogs have. Actually, all dogs have it. It's a skin mite. It's on their fur, and if their immune system gets very, very low, it'll break out in some hair loss, which this doggy has just a little bit of it, and I have a feeling that once this dog gets on the great diet that he's on right now and stays on it for a while, that Demodex mange is going to clear up very, very quickly. Cricket here is a really sweet dog, has just been loving everybody here in the studio, good with all the animals, and you can see that sweet face, just loving life right now. Not really a lap dog. This breed isn't. This one happens to be, though. Cricket just loves to hang out with people. I'm sure that once gets in a home, going to be very active, going to be a great ball chaser, great jogger, great companion. This is Cricket.
All right, stay with us. More adoptable pets when we come back.